Bonjour, Angela, Parisienne farm girl here at Halfway Farm, La Ferme à Mi-Chemin. I just made a little video about how we use our chicken run as a compost pile, and I mentioned Back to Eden gardening. So I thought that I might share with you a little bit about Back to Eden gardening. I do get a lot of questions on it. I blogged about it a couple years ago, a year and a half ago. I will, if you're watching this on YouTube, I will put the link to that blog post down below. I'll talk really loud because it's starting to get windy. It's a beautiful spring day here in Illinois. But the premise of Back to Eden gardening is that in the Bible, before Adam and Eve sinned, man didn't till the soil. Then after the curse, the Bible says, and man began to till the soil. But if you look in God's creation, there's always a covering on the ground. Every time man comes along, he strips that covering and tries to plant something. But in creation, there's always a covering on the ground. In the forest floor, there's pine needles, humus, soft, mulchy stuff. In the prairie, there's dead grasses. So with Back to Eden gardening, you are covering the ground and then you're planting. What the movie suggests is, like, in the fall, where you decide where you're going to have your garden, you cover it with cardboard or newspaper, and then cover that with wood chips, and then you're ready to go the next year. I don't do that, and because we have these black walnut trees on the property, I do amend the soil. So what you can see here is all my lumps of stuff from where the goats, where we sheltered them when it was 20 below all winter in the big barn instead of their little goat house, you know, with a heat lamp. So I've got tons of goat manure to work with. So I'm going to spread this out, and tomorrow, since we still don't own a rototiller, we're going to rent one, and we're going to till all this up. I'm very excited. In addition to the potager, we're looking at like 4,200 square feet of garden, and I could not be more excited. The reason I am amending the soil, black walnut trees, if you have them on your property, or like us, if you naively move to a farm loaded with hundreds of them, they have a chemical in them called juglone, and it's toxic to a lot of vegetation, including cucumbers, tomatoes, and peppers. All of ours were a bust last year, so we'll be doing all those plants in containers this year, but just to be on the safe side, we're gonna till in this manure, and then, let me see, I found a guy trimming trees out on the road last week, and I pulled over and asked if he would dump them here on the farm instead of taking them to the city dump. So once or twice a week here, we've been getting wood chips, and you can see I have a huge pile, and I expect him to bring more any day now, so that will save us a ton of trips. Going to the city and loading tubs and Rubbermaid containers, that's just going to save us so much time. So tomorrow, I'm looking forward to planting peas and radish and lettuce and whatever else I can get my hands on for this time of year. I do get a lot of questions about planting in a Back to Eden garden. People don't understand, do you plant right on top of the mulch? Do you plant before you put the mulch down? So I think I'm going to do, when it comes time to me planting, I'll do another quick video to show you that. But that's what's going on here at La Ferme à Mi-Chemin, Halfway Farm, this spring. On Sunday, I'm getting a new baby goat. Tomorrow morning, we are headed up to Wisconsin to the animal swap at the fairgrounds to see what they have going on. I'd love to get my hands on a couple of Berkshire pigs, and I know my little guy, Aiden, is very anxious to start his meat rabbit business, so we'll see what's shaking up there. But I hope you're having a wonderful spring. It's going to be 78 here tomorrow in northern Illinois, and I hope there is no snow in your forecast. I'll talk to you soon.